Good afternoon, everyone. Creative Weekend Talk, episode 195. I'm your host, Sai Madhuri, and it's a pleasure to have you all join us today. Creative is a platform that provides resource persons an opportunity to present their work and expertise in their respective fields. Every week, we identify and invite subject experts who can share their insights and experiences on topics that matters behind textbooks and academic syllabus. Today's session focuses on a very relevant and practical issue that concerns our daily life: pesticide residue in fruits and vegetables. We are privileged to have Dr. S. Onkar Nayak, an agricultural entomologist and experienced researcher, who will guide us through the risk, realities, and solutions regarding pesticides residues in the food we consume. His talk will help us understand not just the science behind it, but also the practices that can ensure safer and healthier food habits. As always, our session is live streamed on our YouTube channel, Creative GBD, and we invite you to follow us on Instagram to stay informed about upcoming episodes. We have creative volunteer Tarun here to give a brief introduction about today's speaker. Tarun,
Hi, good
Tarun, are you
afternoon,
there?
everyone. Uh, Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed guest for today, Dr. S. Onkar Naik, a distinguished entomologist and environmentalist whose extensive contributions to agricultural entomology, integrated pest management, and sustainable farming practices have earned him recognition both nationally and internationally. Dr. Naik holds an MSc and PhD in agriculture entomologist with his doctoral research focusing on whiteflies and yellow mosaic virus incidence in Bittergo, conducted at the prestigious ICR Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, Bangalore. Additionally, he has pursued a postgraduate diploma in plant protection from Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu. Currently, Dr. Nayak serves as a technical officer, the Division of Crop Protection at ICAR IIHR Bangalore.
Tarun, okay, I will continue.
Currently, currently, Dr. Nayak serves
Tarun, leave, I
as
will
a
continue
technical
currently.
officer in.
Tarun, you just leave, I will continue. Currently, Dr. Naik serves as a technical officer in the Division of Crop Protection at ICAR IIHR Bengaluru, where he has been contributing his expertise since November 2011. Prior to this, he was a CEO and proprietor of Krishi Krishik Agri Biotech Bengaluru, where he spearheaded research and product development in the field of eco-friendly pest management. Dr. Naik's illustrates career spans diverse roles, including his service as a faculty member for agri clinics and agri business center trainees under initiatives by the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. He continues to serve as a consultant to rice grower associations and organic farmers federations across Karnataka, guiding them in sustainable pest and disease management practices. With a keen specialization in environmental entomology, Dr. Naik's work focuses on the identification, prediction, and integrated management of insect pest and diseases through biochemical, molecular, and eco friendly approaches. His contributions extended to the development of bio and organic products aimed at improving soil health and enhancing crop resiliences. Dr. Naik is an active member of several prestigious societies, including the Entomological Society of India, Society for Biological Controls, Indian Environmental Society, and Society for Promotion of Horticulture, among others. He has an impressive academic output with over 80 peer reviewed research papers, 10 book chapters published with Springer, more than 50 popular articles, and 20 plus extension folders for former education. His outreach extends to radio and television, where he has delivered multiple expert talks on environmental and agricultural issues. As a keynote and invited speaker, Dr. Naik has delivered over 50 lectures at various national and international conferences, workshops, and seminars, sharing his deep insights on pest management, sustainable agriculture, and environmental conservation. We are truly honored to have with us today such a passionate scientist and dedicated advocate for eco friendly agricultural practices. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. S. Onkar Naik. Sir, are you there? Onkar, sir?
Yes, I am very much there. Thank you so much for a kind words and beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. I am there, and can I share my slides?
Yes, sir, you can share yours. Hmm. You shared, sir?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. Is it visible?
No,
No.
sir.
I'm unable to make it. Just a moment. I am not getting the option here.
Sir, you have share option, right?
It is opening here. Just a moment. I'll call.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay, sir.
Babu, slide show. ಇದು sharing ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡು. ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, sir?
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಂ. ಬೇರೆದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Just I'll join from some this thing. Okay. ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇದು.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಡಬಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲ.
ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್
ಡೌನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ
ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿಪೇಶ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ.
ಹಲೋ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಈಗ? ಅದು
ಹಾ
ಹಾ
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
ಸರ್.
ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಇವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಶೇರ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್. ಅದೇ ಇತ್ತು. Share.
ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಈಗ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಷನ್. Okay. Thank you so much for my introduction, and I'll straight away go to the topic. As we all know, without fruits and vegetables, there is no life. And for nutritional security nowadays, we all are depending upon fruits and vegetables. So they play a vital role in our daily diet. They are very important sources of carbohydrates, vitamins, and trace minerals. And we also know them as antioxidants because we should have like Roga Nirodhaka, resistant power. For that, we need antioxidants. With growing public awareness of the for the health benefits, even people they are more cautious about their health. So everywhere there are information where on fruits and vegetables, and people are consuming at higher level nowadays. In the past, what has happened, our forefathers or our fathers used to spray or use pesticides in very very less quantity, but nowadays, due to high yielding varieties, or we wanted to grow the produce in a very high yield we need, that's why we are using lots of pesticide in agriculture production, especially with respect to fruits and vegetables. As a result, the food quality has significantly declined, and the extensive application has made lots of problem in health of even higher animals, as well as many other microorganisms, soil, water, and air pollution. These are all major causes due to pesticides. So, what are all the pesticides? Pesticides in broad term, you can describe. There are natural things also. Sometimes what we'll say, neem and pongemia and some other oils, non-edible oils are very good pesticides. But they will also have some chemicals, and even synthetic chemicals. They are major in the market nowadays. Wherever you ask for any pesticide, people will suggest you the chemical. They are very harmful, and they are very difficult actually nowadays to identify the effect. Pesticides have a wide range of purpose. While they are most commonly associated with agriculture use in preventing insects, weeds, as well as pathogens, we also use pesticides in our daily lives. Like at our house, we'll use bleaching powder for bacteria, killing bacteria, and some pesticides like HIT and alethrins for our good night mats and other things are there now. These are all having these chemicals which are very harmful. If you switch on for 8 hours, these alethrins or your mosquito coils, you will be inhaling lots of pesticide into your body. And we always say homemade things like neem or some of the liquids we'll get for like eucalyptus oils and other things, they will repel the insects. So we have to use such kind of things. In this case, we will focus only on pesticides in agriculture use, but its importance and harmfulness we have to just see, and we have to regulate. And government has also made many policies, but what is happening, our farmers are not educating, and we are not giving proper guidance how to use these harmful pesticides at their field as well as at home. So, in broad terms, there are different types of pesticides. We can say bactericides, insecticides, fungicides, weedicides, nematicides, and acaricides. And all of these are majority are available in the market are synthetics. And some are organic as well as some biobotanicals are available, but the availability in the market is very, very, very minimal. Only synthetic pesticides we are getting in the market, but we are consuming lots of pesticides indirectly. What is pesticide residue? If you understand what is pesticide residue, see, whatever we are using in the agriculture, we are spraying on the crops, and a little leftover quantity of the pesticide will be there either on leaves or on our edible fruits or vegetables. Pesticide residue still on produce will be there, at least a little quantity will be there, and which is sometimes nowadays MRLs we know na, maximum limitation should be there, like government of India has given. Based on that, if you see the safety threshold and ensuring it's safe for vulnerable population to consume. Many pesticides such as carbamides, pyrethroids, organochlorine, and organophosphorus insecticides, and majority of the fungicides and herbicides are frequently used in production of fruits and vegetables, and they are increasing with the productivity. How we need the production, based on that we are spraying insecticide. And one more thing, what is happening whenever the prices are high, say tomato will be 200 rupees kg, and onion will be 100 rupees kg, or any other vegetable, if the demand is more, then farmer will spray more. Why? Because he needs lots of fruits or high yield he wants. That's why he'll be spraying every alternative day, or sometimes daily he used to spray. And one case where we are regularly encountering is what popularly we have gobi. Literally, they dip the gobi in the pesticide and bring to the market, and that is very dangerous. Why? Because the pest, which is very vulnerable for this cauliflower, is will damage even in the overnight. Also, it will damage, and produce will be having foul smell, as well as the excrete of the insect will not entertain any consumer to buy that such product. That's why they will dip entire head into the pesticide and they will bring to the market. This is the practice which is going on in and around Bangalore. What are the pesticide residues? Pesticide residues sometimes present in food products after harvesting are beyond the consumer's control and are harmful to human health. See, we'll be spraying before 1 week or 2 days before harvesting of the fruit or leafy vegetables. There will be deposition of harmful pesticides on that. And pesticide residues are significant barrier to world trade of the food products. See, majority of the countries which they are exporting or importing, there is a barrier in European countries, American countries. They don't entertain our products or some other countries' product which are having this pesticide residues. And some international markets do not accept our horticulture export at all, that we have seen, because of the residual pesticide levels. And the location of pesticide in food products varies depending upon the type and amount of the food material. See, many of the cases, what happens when we see the fruit which is having cracks or something like that, it will be having that sprayed things like that only. If you wash or if you just clean it, still the residual pesticide will be left over on the fruit or vegetable. The type and amount of the pesticide molecule, which again depends, because we'll say safer time, people are not at all following the safety period of the any pesticide which they are spraying on the crop. See, minimum to minimum 7 days is the safety time, but what is happening, they are spraying today and next day they are bringing into the market. And some of the insecticides which are so dangerous, their waiting period is 14 to 21 days, and some insecticides which are more than 30 days and 45 days. So all these things will be given on the label of the pesticide bottle, but no one is ready to see what is written on the label. This is the fate. So how to identify? There are n number of laboratory and sophisticated instruments are there available in the various departments, and food safety laboratories are there in university, agricultural university level, and many private agencies are also testing. GCMS is the best method, where we are extracting, or we are just crushing the produce and we are just filtering it and injecting to the GCMS analyzer, and it will give you the result, what is the MRL or what is the maximum fold of insecticide present in the produce.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Uh,
Sir, are you moving slides, sir?
Yeah. It is moving, no?
No, no, sir.
It is not
It's in the
moving.
first slide. No. Yeah, screen sharing is.
Yeah, just a moment. Just a moment.
Oh,
Now it is visible.
I said, but you make it a slideshow.
Yeah. Okay. So GCMS method is very popularly used to detect the pesticide residues. Why we have to study the pesticide residue? What is the concern? Why we have to study? See, potential health risks are there involved in. Though we are consuming little by little every day, it is causing lots of health hazards like cardiovascular problems, respiratory problem, hypertensity. It can cause deadly cancer, asthma, and hormonal imbalances. It will disturb our hormones itself. And there are plenty of environmental impact. Pesticide residue can contaminate environment, affecting the soil, water, air, and biodiversity as well. And food safety. See, majorly we are consuming lots of fruits and vegetables, and rather than nowadays what we are telling, don't have rice and don't have wheat, don't have maida, all these things we are telling. But you need to have like even for the dal, what we can say protein for protein whatever we need. Even Tuar is consuming lots of pesticide. Even the Bengal gram is consuming lots of pesticide because majority of the pests are attacking this, where even the grains. So there also pesticide usage is lot. See how we are affecting here. So as I told you, cardiac failure will be there, hepatic necrosis, lung cancers, ovarian cancer, musculoskeletal disorders. Like this, there are plenty of other health hazards are causing because of pesticide residues in fruits and vegetables majorly. What happens to the pesticides after being applied to the fruit and vegetable? Pesticides, when we apply a pesticide on any of the plant, it will be there on leaf surface or on the plant parts. But when wind blows, it will be like gaseous. When we are spraying, it will go through wind, and sometimes it will evaporate, and after that it will be washed up during rains, and it will be going to our groundwater. And whatever pesticide we are using, out of that, only 1% of the pesticide which will target or kill the insects or pathogen or weed. Out of that, 99% will end up in polluting the environment, like water bodies, soil, air, as well as non-target creatures, like higher animals also. And it will go through drift sometimes, volatilization happens, leaching, runoff. Ultimately, it will reach to the water table also. And there are three major mechanisms reported by the scholars that the pesticides on target sites goes through adsorption, transfer, and degradation. So it will degrade. Degradation is not happening, but it is transforming, and it is going to the deep level of the soil, and where the water table as well as the soil is also polluting. See, these are the hazardous. What we are paying. See, microbial degradation. If without microbes are not there in the soil, then soil fertility will go off. And rain wash off will take the pesticide into the water, and it will go to the water body from where we are pumping the water for our daily usage, even to for the drinking, as well as whatever we are doing, even for taking bath, all these things. It will be very dangerous. And uh, see, this is how it is happening. See, when we are spraying the pesticide to the crop, if rain comes, then it will wash out and go to the soil. Even if you spray on the tree, it will be falling on the tree leaves, and then it will wash out and go down. And it will be harmful to the bio available in the in the soil. As we say always, if soil is fertile, then everything will be very very beautiful. We are nowadays, what is happening, because of these pesticides, all those microbes we are killing in the soil, and soil is becoming like deteriorating the quality of even growing the soil is getting deteriorated, and water is always as ultimately it will reaches to groundwater. What are the sources of pesticide residues? There are some direct application when we are applying directly. It will be like on crop, it will be deposited, and it will control pest and disease. Very true. And but the whatever's on there on the surface or in the below leaf are on the food product like vegetables and fruits, it will be deposited, and it is sometimes invisible. Though it we see very clean and we have washed, but sometimes it will be there. And environmental contamination, pesticides can be transported through air, water, and soil. As these three are the major entities where we are polluting lots. And bioaccumulation, pesticides can be can accumulate in organisms through the food chain. It is very potential. Why? Because see, if a rabbit eats grass or any leaves, then the concentration of that pesticide is very less. After that, when a rabbit is eaten by a snake, then the concentration will go higher. The snake will be eaten by eagle, then the concentration will be 5 more fold higher. See, this is how the biomagnification or accumulation happens. See, whatever seeds or whatever leafy vegetables or soil or underground water, what we are drinking, what the other organisms are drinking, even the flesh, meat, fish, the water what we are drinking, and some of the leafy vegetables or grains, whatever we are consuming, they will be doubled when it reaches to a human being finally. A final consumer will be having a lot more fold. Here you can see the DDT. It's an example. It will be on in the water 0.003 ppm. When it comes to zooplankton tanks, then it will be 0.04 ppm. When the zooplankton will be consumed by fish, then it will be zero point 0.5 ppm. And then those fishes will be consumed by whales or some other creatures. Then that large fishes, the DDT level will be 2 ppm. And then if the fishes are consumed by eagle, it will goes up to 5 ppm. See, this is how the bio magnification or bio amplification will happen in the system of the mammals or animals. So that this is how goes through food chain. And as already I have told how it pollutes, pesticide residues deposits in the soil, as well as yield. It will be whenever we are spraying, yield will be toxic. That is very true, and land degradation will happen. It affects soil microflora and microfauna. We can say it hinders the absorption of certain minerals. There are plenty of minerals available in the soil, but when we spray certain group of insecticide, it hinders the minerals uptake, and it enters to the food chain directly, as I showed, and it migrates to surface to groundwater. And again, there are problems here. See, whatever we are spraying on the crop as a pest. Hello.
Sir, present slide is about GCMS analysis.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, based on that only. Based on that only.
So can you make it full screen, sir?
I didn't get you. Sorry.
That slides are like not fully visible, sir. That slide,
Which one? This one?
they're not.
This
Yes,
one?
sir. Yes, sir. Can you
This
please
is
make it slide, please? Yes, sir.
this is visible for you now?
Yes, sir. It is visible, but not fully, sir.
Not fully, yeah.
Look at
This
the
is
slide,
visible
sir.
fully.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not visible, huh? But it is very clear for me. Anyhow, I'll give you this PDF also.
Okay, sir.
You wanted in this particular slide?
No, sir. No.
Okay.
You can.
Okay. So this is how when we are spraying pesticides on the plant surface, of course, so many cattle will feed, and many other microorganic beneficial soil microbes will also die, and even our whatever we are actually seeing the cattle as well as mammals, animals, whatever they feed, they will be having this pesticide residue. And even the water bodies also polluted, and ultimately what happens whenever we are producing the produce and we are making it for export, then the trading will be very difficult because of residual level in the produce what we are trying to export. So there we will be having lots of issues with respect to pesticide residues. Is pesticide residue harmful to our life? Definitely yes. Actually, what happens, as I told you, it might not be immediately show symptoms, but slowly we are consuming day by day, little by little. This kind of synthetic pesticides are any chemical pesticide which are very harmful, and as they are difficult for especially aged as well as infants. And do I need to clean the our fruits and vegetables before using them? Definitely yes. We have to clean them. Regardlessly, the pesticide residue is a concern. It is strongly recommended to clean our fruits and vegetables before using under running water, and we have to scrub sometimes, scrub them sometime. And I'll in the next slides I'll just show you how it will be done. Whatever we are consuming nowadays, definitely what do we are safe with our food? I don't think we are safe. Whatever we are purchasing from the market, whatever we are getting on the vendors, their street vendors, whatever they are bringing, we really don't know how much pesticide has been used on those vegetables or fruits. So definitely that is not any pesticide, any produce which are coming to the market. I can't certify that they are very safe, because without pesticide residue, no produce are coming to the market. What can be done? Then how we have to monitor? See, monitoring and regulation, the government organizations have made lots of regulations, but still, what is happening? Farmers' education is very, very, very meager nowadays. But we, government agencies, are taking care to educate them. We are making them to go undergo trainings, and we are also conducting lots of field days, and we are going to the farmers and we are telling what are all the harmfulness we are having. So now at least few educated farmers are understanding, but traditional people, they are very, very arrogant sometimes. They cannot understand. And we are trying them to educate regarding the good agricultural practices, where we have to manage the pests integratedly, like starting with the healthy practices like seed treatment, as well as barrier crops and botanicals, and there are sticky traps, pheromone traps, which are very less harmful, and they will be trapping the insect, and barriers will reduce the diseases. So we are asking them to go with the good agricultural practices. And consumer, do we have any choice? If we say organic product foods are very safe, but I can tell you, even the organic pesticide, organic food which are available in the market, that will also having the residues, but it will be like below MRL. But sometimes we have to test whoever is branding as organic, but whether it is 100% organically grown or not, that we don't know. That we have to just make sure, or we have to make our own like kitchen gardens wherever we have provision. If not, now grow bags are available on your terraces, or your balconies, wherever you can at least grow few vegetables and consume for your own house. It will be safe. Whether the environmental protection is there, reducing pesticide use and implementing sustainable agricultural practice with minimal environmental contamination can be done. But again, a question: whenever the demand comes, you cannot stop any farmer. Don't spray. There is a general equilibrium. People must understand, whatever goes high, it has to come down. But people don't understand the general equilibrium. Blindly they will be spraying in pesticides whenever they see even one or two insects when the demand is huge. As that, there was a question, as I told, do organic fruits and vegetables are safe, are the food grains which don't have any residue? Yes, pesticides are used in conventional and organic farming practices too, but here very minimal pesticides will be used, and those are very safe. Sometimes they will be in organic forms. They will be using microbial cultures, microbes which kills insects, and botanicals like neem, as well as tobacco we are using sometimes, and rotenons we are using, and some of the microbes which kills microbes itself. So these are biopesticides available in the market. By using that, definitely organic farming can be definitely done, and it will be naturally derived pesticide will be very very less dangerous than the synthetically derived products. But as I told you, pheromone traps and color sticky traps, these are the best method where we can minimize the pest load at least. And we have to limit the monoculture. See what happens, Kolar and surrounding Bangalore, sometimes you have seen in the TVs, monocropping, like tomato everywhere. If tomato prices goes down, then they will bring and just throw in front of Vidhan Saudha or some streets. So this is how monocropping has to be stopped. And conventional farming relies on synthetically and naturally derived pesticides, which product ensures crop growth and harvest, best harvest. This is best harvest, I can say. This conventional method will be having all these things, but synthetic insecticides, we have to just reduce the usage of the synthetic chemicals. So here again, this slide also will goes with whatever recent advances are happening in. One more is there, LCMS. As I told earlier, GCMS. Now LCMS is also having techniques where some of the medicinal plants we tested, and some fruits and vegetables also we tested there. The residues of organically grown pesticides are very very meager. So here again, I am showing you, this is where whether the detection, how we are detecting, and over a period of time, how the pesticides are getting to our till our groundwater level. And even after years, if we are producing 2 years, 3 years, still soil will be having this pesticide residue in that. And whatever pesticide residues available in the soil, that will be taken up by the plants, and that they will be very sincerely giving back to the consumers, like human beings as well as the other higher animals. What can we do to remove the pesticide residues? There are few simple techniques you can follow, and which will remove superficial dirt as well as the pesticide residue. Peeling and trimming. Whenever we are using this cucumber and some other vegetables, we have to just peel out so that the deposited pesticide will be removed on the whatever present on the skin. And leafy vegetable has to be thoroughly washed, and sometimes we have to use the baking soda for washing this leafy vegetable. It is very easy, and it will take out whatever the pesticide residues contain will be there deposited there on the leafy vegetable. A combination of using one or more of the above techniques. Say I told you, peeling also one, soaking in the warm water, as well as baking soda. All these things can definitely work. Will I have adverse health outcomes if I don't remove, or if I as it is consume the produce which are having residues? Definitely. So pesticide residues are at the below safety level are very safe, but before any additional cleaning steps, you will have to further remove the dirt, dust, or residues present on the produce, and we have to follow the above steps. Should I wash my fruits and vegetables with soap or detergent? This will be the question. No, as per the Food Authority of and USDA, they are not advising the detergents or soaps to wash any of the vegetables, because it will also be having harmful chemicals, and sometimes it will be having heavy metals in this. So it is not recommended. Should I wash my fruits and vegetables in solution to remove pesticides? There are many solutions available in the market, like veg wash or something. While using, you can remove pesticides by soaking them in that solution, like vinegar and water or salt. Even a little warm water you can use, and it will definitely remove the pesticides. But it's not advisable. There are small risk of chemical reaction between the pesticide as well as some of the salt and vinegar, because sometimes some of the components are having adverse effect while washing or doing these kind of things. And while this washing, there are when we are telling about washing, we have to see that the what kind of vegetables we are using. Like, see, some of the vegetables, they cannot sustain hot water, and some of the vegetables, if you wash like leafy vegetable, if you wash too much, then everything will be gone. So we have to see all that. See, this is the detection at the folds, what I am showing the slide. Apricot is having 21, dried fig was having 19, grapes. This is one of the vulnerable thing which I have seen, 35 fold, and strawberries will be 22, peach 17, pomegranates 11, cherry 11, pear 6. Like the list goes on. Peppers and tomato will be 7, because tomato was not grown in our Kolar area, because if you bring Kolar areas, it will be definitely not less than 40 folds. So these are some of the harmful things which we have detected. Out of whatever we have veggies tried, 21.3% of the vegetables had pesticide residues, and fruit samples whatever we collected, that was 18.8% of pesticide residue. And spices, why spices are having 63.2% means it will be grown on the very vulnerable conditions where pesticide usage is lots. Labor availability is not there, then they will be pouring lots of weedicide there. And majority of the cases, wherever they cannot do any manual practices, there they are using synthetic chemicals. There the pesticide usage is huge, and the residue also will be very higher. So this is again a list. Some of the samples tested out of the fruits and apple, pomegranates we tested, and out of 171, 47 had detected with pesticide residues. And out of that, whatever banned pesticides we say, 28 of them were having banned pesticides, and 3 pesticides were having above MRL level. And these are the pesticides list what we have doing, like pulses, rice, red chili. Even in the powder also we have detected cyhalothrin and lambda cyhalothrin. See, spices, this is the major concern. Out of 219, 94 were detected with residues, and out of that also 90 were banned. Almost 5-6 years back, those insecticides were banned, but still they are detected in the spices. And vegetables, thankfully, whatever organically grown vegetables are there, out of 59, only one detected with residues. When we see the market, as I was telling, no vegetables or fruits are safe in whatever we are purchasing from the market. Out of 396, 106 were detected with residues, and 66 were with the banned insecticides, and 15 were above MRL level. Out of that, chlorpyrifos and cyhalothrin, lambda cyhalothrin were the major. So pesticide residue risks, this already I have told, below MRL level, whatever we can consume, definitely we can consume. And even if based on their country standard, US and UK, as well as some European countries will be having their own standards. What we are consuming in India, that might not holds good at European countries. So all these things we have to just check before planning for exporting vegetables or fruits. Pesticide residues effect. We have already gone through all these things. See how we can reduce, at least as I was telling, some of the biologicals we can use, like predators, parasites, microbes, and botanicals. And resistance cultivar. Here what happens, we have to check out for the high yielding variety which already popular in the popularly available. With that, we have to find out the wild variety where we will be on one on wild variety. Sometimes what happens, no insects will be there, no diseases will be there, and it will be sustaining very well. And we have to search that, and we have to cross it, and like that breeding work has to be has to be taken place. And cultural control, summer flowing will expose the insects whatever buried in the insect sea, because many of the insects will go hibernation. So when we are doing summer flowing, then the birds will come and eat those insects, and the pest load will be definitely brought down. And we have to encourage the bird perches. There are natural perches because all over the field we will be in the borders we'll be having trees or even the electrical poles or whatever. But if not artificially, we have to engage the bird perches, and we have to have barrier crops. These barriers will definitely through wind, whatever insects or microbes, pathogens coming, they can stop there and trap crops. Even sometimes what happen with the tomato, if we are growing marigold, then the fruit borers can go to marigold, it will not come to the tomato. So like this, and seasonal escape, like see, we have a study where a pest has to definitely come. So that season we have to avoid growing any this vegetable or fruit. So we have to escape that. We have to leave because see in the paddy what happens, definitely there will be BPH. Definitely it will come in the month of August, September, and up to November it will be there, and sometimes it will be there in the month of February, March also. So that we have to check and we have to take based on the seasonal study, and we have to make the crop escape. And technological innovations, like I was telling, pheromone traps, light traps, and there are many other things nowadays like color traps, I told. All these things we can use, and we can definitely combat the pest load. For providing low risk pesticides, nowadays there are nano technology we are using, and they are having very less effect on higher animals. So those kind of things we have to just think of. And ways and means to minimize the pesticide residue. See, I was telling, rinse under cold running water, cleaning the produce under cold running water at least for 30 to 60 seconds. It will remove roughly 70 to 80% of the surface pesticide dirt as well as the microbes. Even in the organic items also, we have to definitely wash at least 30 to 60%. And we have to scrub like carrots and whatever the underground vegetables we are getting, that we have to just scrub and clean. And even apple, wherever wax coating is there, that we have to just wash very cleanly. And some of the melons also, where the pesticide deposition will be there, it will be looking like wax coating. So all these things we have to scrub and clean, and we have to wash them properly with a soft brush. And we have to soak them. Sometimes what happens, it will dilute the things. We have to keep some fruits and vegetables in the water for sometimes. And using baking soda, it has to be dissolved 1 spoon per 2 cups of the water, and then we can use. And this will definitely reduce and degrade the surface pesticide residue effectively than washing alone. Vinegar or salt solution can also mildly used. Here reactions we have to see and we have to check, but baking soda is the best recommendation I can tell. Scrubbing and drying, these are, as I was telling again, it is repetition. Peeling and trimming, this I told earlier also. Blanch or cook. Here, cooking itself, this brief heat treatments can be given sometimes for boiling water, which for 15 seconds to few minutes, following cooling, and it will degrade the pesticide by 30 to 90%, depending upon the pesticide and type of food. Food means either vegetable or cooking. When we are cooking the vegetables, this has to be taken care. Okay, alternate or complementary methods. Ozonization nowadays, some lab they are doing it, and osmotically dehydrating things are also available, and home gardens and locally sourced. I was telling, better if we can go for your own kitchen gardening wherever place is available. There we can grow whatever vegetables or leafy vegetables we can grow at our backyard. Management of pesticide residue in fruits and vegetables. One foremost major is organic farming. Definitely here we can get healthy produce when compared to conventional things. Washing our food products, processing food products where they're cleaning very because the nowadays industries are having all the equipments where they can clean the produce and they can pack. And rational use of pesticide, wherever we have to see a proper choice, we have to do dosage, we have to check and dilution how we are making, and timing how much time we can keep, frequency of application. See, I was telling, very every alternate days they are spraying. Why? Because the rates are high and they don't want to lose the produce. So this we have to think, because any pesticide which is synthetic means we are not recommending below 10 days or 14 days interval. But every now and then what we get the question is, every alternate days people are spraying whenever the demand is high. So this has to be taken care. And use of non-synthetic chemicals, like I was telling, even today neem is best, and even pongemi oil is best, and neem seed kernel extract, neem whatever, if we are getting, that is good. And even the castor oil, cotton oil, these are having a little bit of pesticidal this thing, and microbes we can use. And some of the predators, parasites which are available in nature, we have to encourage them. And even many of the laboratories, government of India and government of Karnataka, are producing these insects which are parasites and predators on many of the fruits and vegetable pests. So this we have to encourage, and this we have to educate to the farmers. Treating pesticide residue effects on humans. See, severity might not be there immediately, but day by day, severity, day by day, whatever we are consuming at lower concentration, it might cause lots of health hazards. So, depending upon the severity, we have to just go to the doctor, or we have to treat the patient. For mild exposure, decontamination and symptom management are the often sufficient, where based on symptoms, treatment can be given. In case of severity, we might require hospitalization and specific antidote to the specific insecticides or residual chemicals. Antidotes are available. First aid includes skin decontamination, airway protection, and gastrointestinal decontamination if ingestion has been already occurred. We'll be monitoring them by giving salt water for just vomiting, and we have to wash, means take bath, and if eyes or something, again, if it enters to eyes, then we have to clean with the clean water only we have to wash. And consulting medical professional is very crucial whenever we cannot diagnose what is happening. So treatment is very important. So this I told already. Inhalation is also one of the major issues, and if it is ingestion happens, then we are better to go to medical professional for based on this thing. So in summary, I can say, since there are abundant vitamins and carbohydrates, antioxidants available, and nutrients available in fruits and vegetables, we are widely using and growing. Even India, sorry, it has. And India has tremendous opportunity for production of vegetables and fruits. Due to increased agricultural practices, we are also increasing the pesticide usage on these fruits and vegetables, but it has to be reduced. Pesticides have been used in agriculture since ancient time, almost to manage the pest. But we have to see the threshold level, our general equilibrium, as I was telling. Additionally, growing this pattern, what I told, escaping as well as trap crop, barrier crops, all these things we have to see, and we have to recommend based on the area where the farmers are growing. So it is a challenge to increase output out without any pesticide, because India is a highly populous country where high yielding varieties we are developing, and we are giving to the farmers, as well as whatever the high yielding varieties are there, they will be attracting lots of pests and diseases. So minimizing the sprays, or we have to think of whatever the safe insecticide or synthetic insecticide available in the market, and we have to follow the safety period before harvesting. We have to check how many days it has been already sprayed and when we have to harvest. So all these things we have to just think. Additionally, producer and researcher should focus on creating new pesticide formulation that are biodegradable and non-permanent on the produce. So this is how we can reduce, I think, the harmful effects of the pesticide. uh, Thank you. Any questions, please?
Participants can ask questions now. You can unmute yourself and ask. No more questions? Okay, sure. Very informative session, sir. It created awareness among us how to wash fruits and vegetables. So thank you so much for your awareness, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And anything, let me know. And if you can share my phone number and email ID, whatever the question they wanted to ask, they can ask, and I can give you the material also.